to recognize the distinction between unresolved emotions and energetics that rise and your truth in being, your capacity to meet what rises and to acknowledge and play in grace and gratitude and love and allow a full transcending of whatever rises. And that's the intimate play within truth in being. The unresolved and what rises, whether it be through the physical body or the mind or unaddressed emotions, all rise just to be held in the sacred, to come home, to be met with grace and gratitude and love, and the emotions rise as fuel to give an energy to go deeper within oneself, to recognize the truth in being, to recognize and know oneself, to recognize the unresolved, what needs to be tended to be real with our spirituality, to recognize the simplicity within projections, the projections of the mind, to enjoy knowing oneself, to enjoy the simplicity of speaking just how it is, not the drama or fluffed up, just the simplicity of how it is, has such enormous, profound richness. And it's only within that intimate play with oneself and others that the richness comes alive as a direct experience. To check in regularly where speaking comes from, to check in, to feel and to pray and affirm to oneself, to recognize the unresolved energetics and any patterns of projection, any assumptions onto another, and to be humbled in the silence, and whatever arises, bring it home to the silence and allow pure knowing, real knowing as the absolute knowing as a direct experience, brings a freshness like no other. To recognize when we're in projections and fluffing the truth in being, we're denying what is here already within our energy fields. We are falling short of the precise keys to bring us home. The gentle reminder we are only responsible for our own energy fields, to tend tenderly to whatever arises, to watch the catch of, in the name of being spiritual, delivering your unresolved emotions or mind or energetics in all forms, as if it's your truth in being. To be still, to be willing when you're not willing, to be still when you're activated, to let it rest in the heart, to not run wild with the mind and incite further unrest. To catch where you speak and to vent, to feel good for the moment. But if you really ask to catch the venting, you'll recognize the feel good in that moment is very short-lived. Yet when you speak from truth in being, really meeting whatever rises in grace and humility, and catching yourself in play, red-handed in the midst of the imbalance, lovingly and kindly, and letting it land in the sacred heart for full transcendence. There's a sweetness that rises like no other. There's a pulse that permeates your energy field like no other. There's an energy that remains in your system like no other. It's the fresh breath of great omnipresence, divinity. It's a gift granted by the sacred for the sacred playing of the instrument that you are. Iche.